Whether you manage projects and programs, are involved with them, or are impacted by projects and programs, we hope this series is of help to you. Using pragmatics and practicalities with shared expertise, activities which are often just assumed, but whose absence impacts the delivery of projects, are addressed. Time is also taken to consider areas of projects whose importance and significance are often overlooked or underestimated. The theme for this session is ownership and its role in outcomes and areas to address to assure the required ownership because of the influence it has. The leadership function within projects and programs is ownership. Showing ownership and creating the environment where ownership can occur is important to delivery because of the negative impacts a lack of ownership has on a project. Drift, indecision, blame, obfuscation, uncertainty, lack of motivation, and shortage of collaboration come when leadership is seen to be weak on ownership, especially in the behaviors they themselves show around ownership. Ownership is seen through a combination of actions in the following areas: solutions, taking the leadership in identifying areas where solutions are required and facilitating the process to get solutions, i.e., be the leader. Ask the leading questions, seek advice on solutions, and instill ownership by the people in the team because their efforts are valued. Logistics, managing the logistics of bringing people together, working through, and shared experience. This provides the guidance and direction. Decisions, based on the information, make decisions, implement, and respond to circumstance. The team can see their work is valued and can adopt and adapt as needed. Engagement, assure the engagement with stakeholders. Collectively, these actions come from ownership by leadership, and together they create an environment for ownership from which delivery comes. It often falls to project managers or program managers to work with stakeholders, including owners and sponsors, to draw out the emergent ownership behaviors. Ownership is about trust, allowing us as project teams to have pride in who we are and what we do, draw upon our knowledge and professionalism, and allow us to do our jobs. This requires leadership to paint the picture, provide the guidance and direction, explain what is needed, be the change you wish to see, treat others as you would wish to be treated, and paint the picture of what is expected and what we are required to do. Support questioning and answering. Take the time to ask leading questions, to seek answers for issues, and drill down until resolutions and or ways forward are achieved. This is often a facilitation process, but digging until hit bottom on the issues is required. If the project leadership is not prepared to do it, then who will? Yes, the expectations are managed, but by not doing it, problems are only deferred or remain unresolved with corresponding impacts. Trust in advice. Let the experts advise. Trust people because they have pride in who they are and what they do. We are paying them to do their job. Let them do it. Acceptance of change is required. The business environment changes. We often do not know things until other aspects have been addressed or identified. Solutions to one area may impact others, requiring a change in what is done. It is about accepting that things will change, with adoption and adaptation to circumstance, and managing the response is required. Collectively, a sense of ownership is achieved. Ownership and the environment for ownership comes from the project or program leadership. Whether this is the sponsor, the owner, the business owner, or the technology owner, or equivalents thereof, or from the project or program manager, or in combination, ownership from leadership is impacted by various considerations, including politics, management of the politics, including the political influences on related stakeholders. Those drawn into projects have careers, and there is a life before a project, outside of a project, and after a project. Time. It takes time to resolve issues. Time away from business operations is required. Related stakeholder time is needed. It is just not time. It is the ability to clear and devote dedicated time, which also matters. Trust. The trust between parties and in the ability to deliver. The trust is nuanced and can take time to address. Leadership. Providing leadership by serving the needs of the project, which may be contradictory to career needs. It is the decision making with implementation and response, as well as taking us on the journey and giving us confidence, which is required. Ability to deliver. The ability to deliver is integral to leadership, as it creates confidence, creates trusts, help us manage the politics. Importance of leadership and alignment of leadership in showing ownership, instilling ownership, and enabling ownership comes from the leadership being the change they wish to see and treating others as they themselves would wish to be treated. Ownership is an important behavior for the delivery of projects and programs. It starts with the leadership who takes ownership, who creates the environment for ownership by us, rewards the ownership shown. This appears as common sense or routine as part of managing projects, but we have all experienced the impacts from a lack of ownership. Thank you for your time, and may your investment be returned. Please share with others. Feel free to subscribe and add your comments. Here's to success in your projects and programs.